Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you want to get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
If this world were mine.
Wake your ass up, fool. Johnjay and Rich. What's crackin' This is the big boss dog, Snoopy Deagle Double Jizzle. Bang, boom, what you gonna do? Johnjay and Rich. We're not talking about Ren 1010. We're not talking about Lassie. It's the one and only dog, y'all. The classy, sassy, big Snoop Deagle Double Jizzle. In your face to be, and in the place to be. And you're listening to Johnjay and Rich. Wake your ass up.
On this day, we all get the crap scared out of us by bloodsucking vampires. Tax day.
Today is the day.
State tax, federal tax, social security tax.
Son, I pay taxes.
I pay taxes.
Taxes? I don't pay no taxes.
Paying taxes? It's
tax season.
Bring your taxes. Showtime.
Tax day. It's Johnjay and Rich. Our phone number 877-937-1047. Text us. Tax us. Text JJR, whatever you want to say, to the number 96893. Is everybody in this studio done their taxes?
Yes, and it was like the biggest relief ever. You know what was funny is actually our tax guy, when we checked in, there were like these bar things on the counter. And as we're going into our appointment, he's like, "Did you guys get one of the chocolates?" We're like, "No." It was like these things that looked like tax documents that were apparently chocolate bars. And our whole meeting, he was talking about how amazing these chocolates were and how they cost the company a lot of money. But like every year, he saves one for himself for tax day. And it's like his reward at the end of the season. And so we were like, wow, we better get some of these chocolates on the way out. So we grabbed a chocolate and like we had it. And it was delicious chocolate. Mm-hmm. But nothing like it was.
Is it a brand? Like a Toblerone?
It might be a brand, but they actually like stamp the chocolate to look like a tax form.
I saw it on your Instagram story. I thought that was pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, I was like, okay. And I like the fact that like he's like, tax day is when I eat one of those, and that's the reward. Like that's his celebration at the end of the season.
Is he like shredded in shape, and that's like his treat?
No. I think it's just like a symbolic sort of thing for him.
You don't see a lot of shredded tax guys. And I've dealt with a lot of tax guys over the years.
I've told you guys that I don't know anything going on with the taxes in my house, right? Nothing. I don't think I've ever done taxes since I've been married. And when my wife leaves town, you know, I don't touch the mail. I don't do anything. But if something comes to our door, like an Amazon package or something, then I grab it and I put it somewhere where we don't have a set area, but I usually put it somewhere where, you know, I know she'll see it. And I don't know when, it was like either in October or November, she was out of town somewhere, and a package came. But it wasn't like a normal Amazon package. It was like a UPS folder, right? A big manila folder, but it had UPS on it. It was pretty heavy. There was like documents inside. And I set it like on the counter in the kitchen where my stuff is. And I saw it there for a long time. She came home, and it's been sitting there for a long time, and it's off to the side. And I thought, I wonder what that is, because she's never opened it, and we never talked about it. And it's been there since October, November. Cut to 2 days ago. She's like, "Oh my God, this is our taxes. How come you didn't tell me this was here?" And the next thing you know, it's like, there's all these things laid out. When I get up in the morning, like I'll have my key, my wallet, and she'll usually like a card or something for me to sign for somebody or something. And it's like all these documents with these arrows pointed for me to sign.
Oh my gosh.
It's go time.
I was like, oh my God, I had no idea that was our taxes.
It was in October.
Yeah, it was like, I left it there for you to see for whenever you come home. There's all the stuff.
But you never told her about it?
I never told her about anything. It's just always there. I just put stuff out, and she sees it.
But didn't you say it was like in the pile of your stuff? So why would
there's
she
a pile
look
of
there?
my stuff, and then there's when she's gone out of town, there'd be a pile of other stuff.
Okay.
Like, and that's like,
I get it.
I have piles. But
only you know your piles, though. You got to communicate that.
This was yesterday morning, and then when I signed whatever it was yesterday, this is going to sound kind of stupid, but we're doing the taxes for 2024, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was 20. I saw 2024 on there.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, 2025 is next year.
I know. I thought maybe it could have been 2022 or I don't know, because she's doing extensions and stuff.
No, I know. It makes sense.
I didn't look at anything except for where I had to sign. I might have just signed to give her my house.
The life of Johnjay Van Ness.
See, this was the first year that I filed as a married guy, because we got married, and now you have to do it as a couple.
Do you have to?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if you have to.
Nobody gave me an option. They're just saying you're filing.
Grant just said no because I think he was telling me him and Caitlin do not file as married.
This is my first year also as a married man, and I filed separately. I said, no, thank you.
You can opt for
I'm
that?
not trying to bring down her credit too much. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's what happened. Mine went up a little bit because of her. I didn't know how much she made until yesterday. I had no idea. I'm like, oh, you're doing okay. I could just retire at some point. She just laughed hysterically.
So you both, this is the first time filling out as married guys?
As a married couple, yeah.
I feel like you've been married 2 years.
2 years, but then last year, it wasn't the whole year that you were married, so you didn't have to file or whatever. But this year, apparently.
I don't understand anything about taxes.
Yo, have you ever had a deadline you've been right up against? I have. It's every April 15th. Figuring out my interest dividends from the banks. Could I use some extra help from a professional? Yes, thanks. There's my wages, earning statements that are racking my brain. Any losses or gains, what deductions should I claim? I've been up late every evening, maybe midnight or later, with my pencil and eraser and the old calculator. I'm trying to rush now. This 1040 leaves me confused. I've waited till the last minute, so tonight I'm filling out my tax form.
That's where he was going.
I got another one.
I'm still
Not another one.
waiting for your receipts.
This is almost the same as the
I
Ridge.
wish you'd hurry up, I need some sleep. 'Cause I'm your tax guy, fighting all your little white lies. Now you complain you pay too much. Tax guy, 'cause you pay more than Elon Musk. Tax guy helps you cheat.
I don't know. Taxes. So, Payton, did you do your taxes?
I did do my taxes, and I actually got my return, and somehow all my money's gone. So
you got a refund.
It was in my savings account, and now it's not. So I'm like, great.
Kyle, what's coming up with 3 things you need to know?
I have a really, really great opportunity for Star Wars fans. Next with Johnjay and Rich.
Call the show and join the fun. 877-937-1047.
Kicking it with Johnjay and Rich.
Some texts on the text line. 727 number says, Happy Tax Day. I filed married separate due to my hubby's old student loans.
Oh, interesting.
You can always text us. You text JJR, whatever you want to say, to the number 96893. Another text. What does baby Noah do on the show? I haven't heard him in a while. Wasn't Noah on not that long ago?
Yeah, we just had him on talking about his world.
Hey, you went and saw a Minecraft movie. Noah's in the back room there editing audio and helping like all the other radio stations that we're on. He puts a lot of stuff, edits things in. I don't really know what he does. If that
He's
makes
our
sense.
audio
Audio
ninja.
producer.
Yeah. But he works his ass off. I know that. Kyle, what do you got? What are 3 things we need to know?
It is tax day today, and so to celebrate, you can go get some really great deals on food. There's a lot of restaurants and places giving you deals just because it's tax day. Shake Shack is offering like a free burger with $10 or 40 cents more in purchase. Hooters is offering great deals on their appetizers. And since April 15 is also Chill Out Day at Kona Ice, they have a free cup of shaved ice if you want. So you're not sweating over your taxes. Cute, right? And when you buy a dozen donuts in-store at Krispy Kreme, you get a second original glazed dozen for just the sales tax in your state. Very, very creative. Now, Easter Sunday is this weekend. Experts are saying, hey, remember, rabbits, little bunnies, they're not good Easter gifts, and they are not low maintenance. People who get these don't maybe realize that if the animal is not spayed or neutered, they become aggressive and prone to biting when they're mature. Rabbits also live like 14 years, so that cute little holiday gift is going to turn into a long-term investment that you have to give attention to. The bottom line, they say, is rabbits can make wonderful pets. Like if you're in the market for it and you know what it takes to take care of one, that's great. But like they could be litter box trained and stuff like that. But a lot of people like get them for the kids, and then the kids get bored with them, and then they turn into not great pets. So
When I was dating my wife, Blake, she had a pet rabbit, and it was litter box trained. It was so crazy. It would just hang out in the house.
Really?
And they would just go in the litter box. It was so wild. And they're little poops, though. If they don't make a litter box, you just pick them up. They're not like mushy poops, you know? And then there's a place in San Diego called Balboa Park where people that got bunnies as pets let them go.
Oh, that's sad.
kind of sad.
But if you go to the park, you see like bunnies that don't look like the bunnies that are in the wild, like cute little bunnies. They're just hanging out everywhere. Same in Cannon Beach in Oregon. There's a whole area you just drive. There's just all these bunnies. You can tell a pet bunny versus a wild bunny.
Right.
And they're just chilling out eating grass. I mean, and they look like they should be in a window somewhere.
Yeah.
You should start a rabbit rescue and call it Love Hop.
Cute. I love that. So also right around the corner is May the 4th, which for Star Wars fans, May the 4th be with you, is a big deal. It is also a huge day for Star Wars themed weddings. And the Little Vegas Chapel in Vegas is offering a pair of Star Wars themed wedding packages, especially for May the 4th. Couples who want to tie the knot can choose from 2 packages titled Yoda One for Me and Love Star. Both wedding packages offer an officiant dressed as either Princess Leia or Darth Vader. They include custom Star Wars music, bouquets, boutonnieres, professional photography, and a video of the ceremony. And of course, Star Wars themed wedding certificate. Pretty fun. If you're into that thing, now you know that that's out there available to you. And that's 3 things you need to know.
Peyton, what's the vibe for predictions today?
I'm going to talk about the vibe that you give off to strangers based on your zodiac sign.
Good morning, Rachel. What's your sign?
Good morning. I'm a Capricorn.
Okay, so Rachel, for Capricorn, strangers assume that you're the boss. Even if you're just waiting for coffee, your vibe screams, I'm making money moves and I do not have time for your nonsense. You guys are that girl.
That's right.
Yeah, I think Grant's our Capricorn in the room, too. So,
Yeah, I'm going to need you guys to wrap it up as the boss, as acting boss. I'm
He's
gonna need you
all
guys to get this
business.
moving.
That one.
Right?
Well, thank you, Rachel.
Thanks, guys.
Hi, Jen. What's your sign?
Morning, Aquarius.
Aquarius. Okay, Jen, you guys give the I've got it a great idea and I'm not afraid to tell you about it energy. Strangers are kind of unsure if you're a genius or just super eccentric, and honestly, you're probably both.
That's fun. I love it.
I like that one, too.
Accurate.
Thanks, Jen.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Hi.
How about Pisces?
Yes, Rich, my Pisces, you walk in and people immediately feel safe. You give off those dreamy, artsy vibes, the vibes that are like, I make playlists for people I've only known for 15 minutes vibes.
Absolutely on the head right there.
Got you.
Good morning, Harper.
Hi, I'm a Scorpio.
Okay, Harper, for Scorpios, people don't know whether to flirt with you or run away from you. You give off a dangerous mystery vibe. Are you a poet, a vampire, or somebody that's cursed? We don't know. You Scorpios, you're tricky.
It's so true.
Yeah.
So is me.
Thanks,
So
Harper.
Bye.
I love it.
Hi, Melissa.
Yes,
What's your sign?
I am Cancer.
Okay, Cancers clock you as the sweet one. You guys are soft, gentle, empathetic. Meanwhile, you've already silently judged everyone in the room and texted your group chat about it.
Not gonna lie, it's pretty valid.
Yeah, you guys are really sneaky. I had a Cancer best friend, and she came off so sweet. Man, was she kind of evil.
But I will cut someone real quick.
Thanks, Melissa.
Yeah, you guys have a good day.
You too. How about Libras?
Libra, Kyle, you radiate I'm too pretty to argue with you energy. Strangers are charmed, and you could accidentally cause a minor scene at a Trader Joe's and still get offered a sample. That's your vibe.
All right.
How about Virgo?
Johnjay, your vibe is CEO of having your life together. People assume that you have 5 backup plans and a spreadsheet for emotional boundaries. You're clean, you're sharp, you're intimidating in the best way.
How about for Leos?
Leos, we walk into a room and people just know that we're important. Whether we're wearing a hoodie or a fur coat, a Leo vibe says someone should be filming us.
All right. If we didn't get to your sign, they're all posted on our website. What do these 4 words have in common? I'm going to give you the 4 words, You figure out what they have in common.
Ooh,
Okay?
Okay.
Eggs, money, cheating, love.
Easter egg hunt.
Nope.
Money, cheating,
Close,
love.
though. Close, kind of. See, a good way to do it would be to throw this out and then give everyone like a whole day to figure out what it is.
Yeah, that's tough.
And then take calls from people and just consume our show. But I like to do it now.
Cheating.
Eggs, money, cheating, love. Now, I'm going to give you the answer because I have more of these to play.
Okay.
Right? Just so you get an idea where my brain is.
I have no idea.
What do those 4 things have in common? Eggs, money, cheating, love. Things you hide.
Oh.
Things you hide.
Things you hide. Okay,
Right.
I'm following.
Okay.
Okay, here's another one.
Yeah.
What do these 4 words have in common? Wheelbarrow, car, iron, hat.
Say them again.
What do these 4 words have in common?
Okay.
Wheelbarrow, car, iron, hat.
They were all made in like the 1900s.
No.
Things you need for work.
No.
Hat is the like hat and iron. You can tie the car and the wheelbarrow together.
How?
Wheels.
Oh, wheels. Okay.
But it's things that are round, maybe even, but an iron
Shall I
isn't
give you
round.
the answer?
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead.
Monopoly pieces.
Oh my God, how did we miss that?
I know.
We should have
Oh, okay. You know, we're just warming up. We're just
Okay.
warming up.
What do these 4 words have in common? Jerry, Stuart, Mighty, Speedy.
Cartoon characters.
They're mouses,
Yeah.
cartoon
Tom
mouses.
and Jerry.
Famous fictional mice. Very good. What do these 4 words have in common?
Now we're on a tear.
Salt, ice, vanilla, post.
Toast. I was like, ingredients in ice cream.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I was like, ice cream.
What do these 4 words have in common? Salt, ice, vanilla, post.
Oh, rappers. Rappers' names: Vanilla Ice, Post Malone.
There you go.
That's good,
Salt
Rich.
and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
You're
So
good,
90s,
Rich.
2000s rappers.
Ice.
Ice Cube.
Ice baby.
Ice Cube. Yeah,
Ice
could be.
Spice.
Ice Tea.
Rappers' first names. Yes,
Oh.
very good.
Good.
What do these 4 words... No, I'm all out. That's not
Okay.
right.
But that was good. That was
all I have.
good.
That
It's a
was
hard
good, right?
game.
Yeah.
Throw
Do
those
more.
up.
Do more of those.
I'm all out. I have to
But I
think.
mean later. Do
Later.
more
No,
later.
just try to think of 4 on your own right now.
I can. That's it. Okay, I will. Okay.
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 Paper, automobile, glasses, dictionary.
Things in Johnjay's car.
Nope. There are 4 words I just randomly came up with. That's what they have in common.
Our job is to tie them together.
Tell me why
Payton
these.
says she has one.
Yeah, I have one.
What? Go
okay.
ahead.
This is going to be a really tough one. Okay.
Okay.
Johnjay.
No, you have to go. What do
Oh,
these
okay.
4 words have?
What do these 4 words have in common? Johnjay, Rich, Kyle, and Payton.
The Johnjay and Rich
Oh, that's our fun game.
I don't get it.
Rich, what do you got for life hacks?
Before you sell stuff online, there's a trick to making it go faster, a hack, and we'll share it with you.
Also, Rich is going to get into what he calls the big lie. The big lie. What is that? We'll get to that after Stacks and Hacks. Stacks and Hacks is next, though.
Good morning. Wake up every morning. Start your day with Johnjay and Rich.
I wake up with my favorite artist.
And so that it's Billie Eilish.
It's Teddy Swims, and you're listening to Johnjay and Rich.
Johnjay and Rich. Our phone number is 877-937-1047. What up, Hunter? Thanks for holding.
Oh, man, what's up, guys? How are you guys doing?
Good, man. What are you doing?
We're playing golf right now down from Wyoming and everything. I've listened to you guys for years and years, and now I just came out to play some golf here at a buddy's album release party and support him and everything. Came down for him, and now we're out here just enjoying the desert. This is crazy.
Where are you golfing right now?
Verado down in Buckeye.
Verado.
Oh, Verado.
Fancy.
After you're done golfing, why don't you run the Verado stairs and then send us video? Okay?
Oh, man. Is that like a hiking trail?
It's like a goal of mine. I've never done it, but I want to. It's like this. You guys ever seen it?
No.
It's like a stairway to heaven.
Okay.
Yeah, people run. It's crazy. Anyway, Hunter, welcome to town. Thank you so much for listening, dude. Have a great day golfing.
Hey, you guys too. Thank you guys for having the podcast.
We appreciate the
I always
love.
try to listen to you guys. I try to listen to you guys a week behind, just so if I'm having a bad day at work or anything, I can throw you guys on because you guys are always uplifting and amazing people. So
thanks, man.
I love listening to you guys.
Try listening a week in advance and then let us know if we're any good. Hunter. Tax day poll found more people consider risking it and not filing this year. The idea was they could get away with it because the IRS is so understaffed right now from budget cuts. So they think they can get away with it. Maybe they will, but then in 3 years or 4 years from now, they'll hit you when they get
They're going to find you eventually.
Someone asked, what's something you would never buy, even if it was discounted? 99.99%.
Cigarettes.
That's not on there. Meth is on there.
Yeah.
Gas station sushi is on there.
I didn't know that they taxed meth.
Used underwear is on there. And an NFT is on there.
Okay.
NFT is a good one.
Here are 5 foods chefs say they will not make from scratch because it's not worth the effort. Or they think store-bought is better. Pasta, salsa, ketchup, mayonnaise, and bread. This is random right here. This is so random, but pickled flavored Google searches are an all-time high. The top 5 searches are for whiskey, ketchup, vodka, chicken, and jelly beans. Have you guys had the Popeye's chicken pickle menu yet?
No, is it good?
I had a friend of mine.
Payton would love it.
Yeah, and Dutch is a pickle freak. In fact, it's so funny this is happening because last night, Dutch, my son, my 18-year-old son, he actually at lunchtime yesterday, he was making a steak, so I asked him to make me a steak. Then he took a ribeye and he put it in a plastic bag. Then he poured all this pickle juice. And I go, what are you doing? He's like, you'll see. You're going to love what I'm doing right now. You're going to love it. I was like, all right. So pickles are the vibe right now.
I know there's like a lot of TikTokers that are pickling all types of stuff, and so it's kind of a trend right now.
It is. Mm-hmm. And I highly recommend, just from my friend who said the pickle thing was amazing.
Pickles, I like pickles. I like them better than an old fudgesicle.
Woman in Pennsylvania has been accused of making hundreds of reservations at a hotel and then canceling them. She was warned to knock it off, but she still does it.
And why?
I don't know.
I'm going to stay here. Nope. I'm going to stay here. Nope.
This reminds me of Dumb and Dumber 2. A woman in Spain reportedly faked being mute for 16 years just to collect disability. And they're calling this the video of the day. It's a Gen Zer who did a job interview over online, a virtual job interview, but she wasn't feeling good, so she used the filter. And the filter made her look like a plate of eggs and toast. And she told the interviewer that she didn't want to show her face because she wasn't feeling well. And this is how it went.
Hi, Julia. Nice to meet you. I'm not sure if you know, but there's a bit of animation on your face.
Yeah, hey, I'm not feeling well today, so is it okay if I don't show my face?
I'm not sure we're going to be able to conduct the interview with this. It's not very professional. Is there any chance you could turn it off?
I can use a different one if you want. Is this better?
The one she went to was a mouth in a strawberry.
Probably not better.
What do you got for life hacks, Rich?
Selling stuff online, your old stuff, is a huge thing right now, whether you're doing it like Poshmark or maybe you're making crafts and selling on Etsy. But they're saying the guys that in the people that do it most successfully, they're not buying expensive lighting rigs and fancy backdrops. Instead, they are taking pictures of things against their bathtub because the tub is usually white, which is a great background in your bathroom. If you shoot in the afternoon with afternoon light, you've got all the things that you need. If you use an iPhone or your Samsung, use the portrait mode so you can blur out the background a little bit, and your stuff will sell faster, and you can make money instead of spending money on a light rig for your iPhone. That's a pretty great hack. Try that and let us know how that works. That information can be found at johnjayandrich.com.
In the eternal battle of morning show supremacy, we are one of them. It's Johnjay and Rich.
It's Johnjay and Rich. Shoot us a text. Text JJR. Whatever you want to say to the number 96893. We got second date update in less than 20 minutes, probably 15 minutes from now. It's tax day today. I saw this little article where it mentions ancient 1900-year-old scrolls have been found, and they revealed that in Rome back in the day, they didn't mess around with tax cheaters. If you committed tax fraud, you would be sentenced to public execution where you'd be eaten alive by leopards.
Dang.
Oh, my gosh.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, they were serious.
Oh, man,
that's the one thing you hear about the ancients is the Romans and their tax code.
You can always call us, too, 877-937-1047. Rich, what is the big lie?
The big lie, I don't know if the rest of you have dealt with this, but if you get up early like we do, my alarm clock goes off at 3:25 a.m. So I feel like if you're going to get your workout in, you need to do it right after you leave the show. Because the big lie is, I'm going to go home and I'm going to take a little bit of a nap. And when I wake up, I'm going to go work out. I have said that to myself maybe 200 times over the course of our radio show, and it never really works. But yesterday, a little case of the tired berries hit me when I was driving home. I'm like, I can go for a walk, but I can feel, I know it's early in the week, but I can feel my body demanding that I take a little bit of a nap. So I go and sit down, and I would say within 15 seconds, I'm completely asleep for a few hours. And I wake up because my son Christopher's coming home from school. And I wake up, and I am in grog land, and I'm like, here I am again. I don't really want to work out right now. I just want to eat something and relax. But then I decided to just put on my shoes and go. So the first time ever yesterday, I beat the big lie.
Good for you. That's a big deal.
And it was kind of hot and kind of gross yesterday, and not the temperature that I want to walk in, but I still got in about 3.5 miles. So I got in the steps, I got in everything, and I came home, and I was so proud of myself. But I don't think I woke up until maybe a mile and a half in. I think I was sleepwalking that first half. I'm like, I should walk faster. That'll wake me up. And smacking your face around and listening to like loud music. But I finally beat the big lie. The big lie gets you a lot.
It does. I'm guilty of it.
You
It's
can't
so
go
bad.
home. You can't once you go home after leaving here, I think it's very, very hard to get motivated to go.
It's so
That's
hard.
why I have my routine. When I get home at 1 o'clock almost every afternoon, unless there's something else going on, and there's times where I've checked. I get home at 1 o'clock and I don't leave until when we come in here.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like I'm not leaving.
I love the idea of like, again, my alarm clock, 3:25. I love the idea of like, I'm going to go to a class at 4 o'clock tonight. But that cannot happen if you take a nap. It just cannot. Because you're already in half bed mode, I feel like, when you wake up from the nap. You're like, now all I need to do is actually put on pajamas. And then, and then we're good.
Dude, I went on a walk yesterday because, my New Year's resolution was to hit a minimum of 10,000 steps every day, no matter what, right? With one day where it's okay if I don't, thinking on a Sunday. But I don't want to do that, so I've been hitting it even on Sundays, right? So yesterday, I was like at 7,000 steps, but I was already home. And I'm like, oh my God, where am I going to get 3,000 steps? I could just go for a walk, but I hate walking.
You do?
I hate it.
I actually really enjoy
I'm so bored walking. I don't know what to do. I put on my headphones, I listen to the show, I listen to things. I'm just like, I just want to get there. I just want to get it over with. But I'm going on this walk, and I get to this one point where I figure that's the part. That's where I am. I could turn around here and get my steps in. So I turn around, I'm walking back, and I hear this horn honk at me, and they're behind me, and I'm just like, who the frick is going to honk at a guy walking? And I turn around, it's my wife, and I just grabbed my phone and started filming, and she's like jamming out to James Taylor.
I saw that.
Oh, you saw the video?
She was getting after
She's like, you want to ride? And I'm like, no. I go. Yes, I want to ride, but I got to get these stupid steps in. So no, you go. So I just see her drive off.
What I saw was first my volume was down. I'm like, oh, she is jamming out.
I know.
So then I watched it again and turned up the volume. Like, oh, she's jamming out to James Taylor.
I know. Well, for her birthday, I got her James Taylor tickets. And by the way, I don't want to see James Taylor. I think James Taylor is an artist where you hear the song and you might be, I know that song, but I don't want to sit through it. Right?
I remember when you gave her the tickets, you were like, now these are for you.
That's right.
And someone else.
Yes, that's exactly what I said to her. And I wanted to make sure she knew that again. Remember, you're going with someone else.
A friend.
You could even take a man. Take a gigolo. Go on Tinder. But you're not taking me. Anyway, speaking of relationships, what's going on with you, Payton, and Kadeem, your boyfriend?
Well, all good things. I mean, kind of good things. I think I was telling you guys a couple weeks ago how he has not been feeling well at all. And I've been trying to diagnose him. I thought he had valley fever. Recently, I think he has walking pneumonia. Like, it's a whole thing. And I don't know what it is about black men, but they don't want to go to the doctor. My dad's the same. Kadeem's the same. His dad's the same. My brother's the same. They just don't want to go to the doctor. And so I literally had to drag this man to the doctor yesterday because his mom was in town all weekend, and it looks like I'm not taking care of her son. And so I'm like, okay, we have to go to the doctor. I called my cousin Shannon. She's a PA. And I got him in, and she prescribed him a steroid and antibiotic, and he has to do a breathing treatment every 4 to 6 hours. And I'm like, poor guy, but he's so miserable. And it's getting to the point where, like, I'm getting frustrated with him because I can't sleep at night because he's waking up and he's like, I can't breathe, and he's sweating and he's coughing, and it makes me mad because I'm trying to sleep, but he refused to go to the doctor for the last 6 months.
What did they diagnose him with? Like, why?
They diagnosed him. Well, she said that he probably has asthma because he grew up in Portland. And so, I mean, when you move out to Arizona and you're in the desert, it's a lot dustier. I guess our allergy season right now is really bad, and our air quality is really bad. But she also said that he needs to stop smoking. And I think that was kind of like a, what?
Cigarettes or other things?
We don't smoke cigarettes. Come on now, Richie.
All right.
The Mary J.
Well.
But I'm like, I lost my smoking buddy, and now I'm sad.
Can he do edibles?
Yeah, he could, but he doesn't like that stuff. It makes his stomach hurt.
So when he smokes, how's he do it? Old school bong, old school joints? How's he do it?
He says like that's like, no, he won't do that.
So how does he smoke?
like a joint.
Okay, so I said old school joint. Old school,
like a joint, but he wouldn't use like a glass piece or anything. He thinks that's like
trash.
A little too deep in, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, if you're doing that, I can't trust you.
You mean in his world, if you use a bong, you're not a good person?
No, it's not that you're not a good person. It's just like, what else do you use? You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, let's talk to the expert over there.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Payton. I have a couple nice bongs and stuff, but I do feel like I'm smoking crack or something like crack when I'm using it. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't going to say it.
I've seen Grant's bong display. It's almost like an athlete would put trophies on a shelf.
And don't get me wrong, I do smoke crack out of it.
I think it's also pretty old school, too. Like, right?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
In fact, if you want to see a great scene from a movie of someone smoking a bong, I believe it is Brad Pitt in True Romance.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Where
Yeah,
he's a
it's
stoner.
amazing. That's a great movie.
He has an uncredited role in the movie, and he's just a bong pothead, and he's just the whole time. And it's like, oh, my God, that's Brad. It made me want to smoke weed.
Did it?
It is Tuesday. That means it's time for Second Date Update. We got Victoria on the line. Give us a little tease. What's going on with you, Victoria?
So I went on a date with a guy, and now he's ghosting me, and I think I know why.
Okay. Oh, that's a new one. Okay. Well, we're going to find out. We'll talk to you, and then we'll call him. Second Date Update starts next with Johnjay and Rich.
My baby on a Birkin. She's been telling me all night long.
It was supposed to be the start of a beautiful relationship, but somebody screwed it all up. Second Date Update right now with Johnjay and Rich.
Johnjay and Rich, time for Second Date Update. We got Victoria on the line. I guess she's getting blown off. We're going to hear the story. Good morning, Victoria.
Good morning.
What's your story?
So I went on a date with this guy named Joey about a week ago. We had met on Hinge, and we've been messaging for a while, and he seemed really sweet and kind of funny in this like dry, sarcastic way. And we ended up going to this Italian place, and I thought it went really well. I mean, he laughed at my jokes, and we shared the tiramisu, and I don't know, I just felt like there was a connection there. But I haven't heard from him since, and I'm kind of freaking out because there was one weird thing that I did. So I'm really allergic to shellfish. And I guess I said it so many times that it became weird. And when the waiter brought out his shrimp pasta, I panicked and I made him push the plate like 2 feet away from me. And after he was done eating, I then told him that he needed to go wash his hands in the bathroom before we could keep talking. And I know it sounds insane, but I really liked him. And now I'm scared I ruined it all because of this allergy that I have.
It's weird, though. You tell him that you've got a shellfish thing, and that's what he orders.
Yeah, that's kind of rude.
Yeah,
or did you tell him after he already ordered it?
Yeah. So he didn't know that I had a shellfish allergy until afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's when I couldn't stop talking about it because it was such an issue for me.
Did the vibe totally change after that, or did he just go to the bathroom and wash his hands?
I mean, he did what I told him to do. He didn't make a big problem out of it, but I do feel like I was talking about it so much it became weird. I was also overthinking in the moment, so I don't know. I can only imagine this is what caused him to ghost me.
Okay, so you said one word, and me and Kyle kind of looked at each other, and I was like, okay, I think we may have figured out why he might be ghosting you. Because you said he did what you told him to do, not what you asked him to do. And to me, I'm like, okay, you a little bossy?
I know. Did he feel like he was getting scolded?
Reprimanded by his mom?
He did what I told him to do.
I mean, I hope not. I just have a really bad allergy. That was the only reason that I was so panicked about it.
Well, I like that you came to the table and telling us a story and you got a good vibe of why he's blowing you off. Like, most of the time we do this and we start guessing.
Right.
And we're trying to figure things out. But you're like, hey, here's what I think happened. So, I mean, we'll find out for you. You know? I mean, because there's so many allergies now. Why would you not want to date someone if they have an allergy? Like, my wife has an allergy.
It's a valid concern.
She does?
Yeah. To sulfa. I don't even know what that is. But every time I go to the doctor, sulfa. Every time I go to the doctor, she has to say she has an allergy to sulfa.
This is some sort of, maybe it's in a lot of medications.
Don't know.
Okay.
Never asked.
You should ask. It's your wife.
If she dies of a sulfa overdose, you guys know what happened.
Terrible.
You guys know.
There's that let's get curious about our partner thing that doesn't exist for John.
She's got too much sulfa in her system. How did that happen? Anyway. All right. The guy's name is Joe?
Joey.
All right. We're going to get Joey on the phone, find out why he's pulling you off. Hold on line, okay? Second date update continues next with Johnjay and Rich. We're in the middle of second date update. You got Victoria. She met Joey. Did you say on Hinge? Is that what you said? Was it Hinge, Victoria?
Yeah, Hinge.
Went to an Italian restaurant. You ordered appetizers. You let him know that you got a shellfish allergy. And then, but the food came. He went to go wash his hands, right? Right? And now you think maybe that's it. He doesn't want to deal with a high maintenance girl, if that's high maintenance.
If he doesn't want a girl with a shellfish allergy.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what you think it is, right?
Yeah.
Do you know if he does mukbangs, like crab boil mukbangs every day? Like, could this be
like, this is never going to work?
Exactly.
I hope not.
How long ago was the date?
It was like a week and a half.
Okay, and then Kyle and Payton, you guys think that because she said I told him this, that maybe she's controlling, or so there's more examples.
Maybe.
Okay.
He did what I told him to do.
Okay, I got nothing. I'm going with the shellfish thing.
Okay.
Because if you think about it, there's shrimp everywhere you go.
Right.
I was at dinner the other night. I was having dinner the other night. So is calamari shellfish?
It's
octopus.
Calamari's octopus.
So no.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Oh,
You
yeah.
didn't know that? You've never seen the little ones?
No, I only see deep fried. I don't know what it looks like.
Ooh.
They look like little octopus.
It's not squid?
No, it's
I don't think it's not
octopus.
squid.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I had food poisoning from that. It's terrible when you get food
You
poisoning.
could have had food poisoning from calamari, but it doesn't mean calamari is octopus.
It is.
Calamari is
Squid
octopus.
meat.
Squid meat.
Burn.
But they have little tentacles.
Squid's got tentacles. Squid does this thing. They fly
Squid
like
meat.
this. And they have
Squids have 2 hearts, I think.
Actually
or
made
3
from a
hearts.
type of squid.
Octopus have 3 hearts.
I dissected squids and
Squids look like mini octopus, so we're kind of saying the same thing.
But calamari is not octopus. Because I've seen calamari on a menu and I've seen octopus on the menu. Anyway, what I'm getting at is I was at a restaurant the other day and they just brought out calamari for free. Like,
That's nice.
I know, but I don't eat calamari.
You don't?
No, because it looks like squid.
They look like little O's. Just don't eat the other ones. I don't eat the other ones. I make Scott eat those.
I could see why. I mean, that what I'm saying is that shellfish is abundant. It's everywhere.
They're just bring it out.
And maybe his life, maybe this guy's life.
Something that's not shellfish.
Well, that's what I was asking. I said it's calamari shellfish, and Rich said it's octopus. And I'm like, I don't think it's octopus.
My whole life I thought it was octopus.
I thought it was octopus too. I'm with you, Rich.
All right. Let's get Joey on the line. Victoria, you chill. Let us talk to him, okay?
Okay.
All right. Hold on the line.
Hello.
Hi, is Joey there?
Yeah, this is him.
Hi, my name's Payton. I'm with Johnjay and Rich, and we just wanted to talk to you on the radio really quickly this morning.
Yeah.
Well, hello, Joey. Good morning.
Good morning. We
are calling you because we do a little segment on our show about dating and relationships, and we got a call from a woman that said she went on a date with a great guy. Now, the guy's not calling her back after the first date, and after she went over the first date, we were trying to guess on why he wouldn't call her back or ghost her, and you're the guy.
Oh, okay.
And we're talking about a date you went on with someone named Victoria off a Hinge.
Yeah, I remember her.
Yeah, could you tell us a little bit about the date and why maybe, would you say you're ghosting her?
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. She was really sweet, really nice, kind of shy, kind of like in an enduring kind of way,
Enduring, like you have to deal with it for a long time. Endearing, like my God, that's so neat. She's so pretty.
She had
sweet.
enduring shyness. Is an interesting description.
She was she was kind of cute, like the way she acted.
Endearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was nice. We went to this Italian place. The food was good. Our conversation wasn't bad or anything, Anyway, this was kind of afterwards, everything was cool. I went in to kind of kiss her goodnight, kind of to end the night. And it seemed like she kind of panicked a little. And I stopped and was trying to see if she was okay. And she told me that she had never kissed anybody before, and that was her first kiss. So I didn't want to pressure her into any of that. I don't know. I wasn't really expecting that.
That's very gentlemanly of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it made everything seem a little heavier.
Yeah, I get that. You don't want to ruin that
a lot of pressure.
Yeah. You're the first one.
I just didn't know how to respond to that really without making it weird, so I just kind of left that at that and just said goodnight. And
wait,
I don't know, maybe I kind of took it as she wasn't really into it, but I don't know. I just didn't really continue on with that.
So you're saying you ghosted me because I didn't kiss you?
Victoria?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
I've been listening in on the call, and I don't know. It's just kind of disappointing because I was nervous, and that night it didn't mean a lot to me because I liked you.
Okay. I wasn't trying to be like a jerk or anything about it all. I mean, I get it. You just kind of caught me off guard, I guess.
Okay, and for a second there, or it sounds like, Victoria, you're saying you didn't want to go out with me again because I wouldn't kiss you. But it also sounded to me that he was saying he didn't want to take that from you. He didn't feel that date, I think, was like, oh wow, I want her first kiss to be something that means something special. This is just a date. I don't want to be that first kiss. I think, or am I? You get what I'm saying, Joey? For Victoria.
Right. I understand, and I can respect that. But I just think that the whole not communicating is the most disheartening part, because I wish he would have said it, because saying something is better than nothing.
He could have put his, I'm not going to take this. I don't want to be your first kiss unless you really want me to be your first kiss. And at the same time, though, I don't think you want him to be your first kiss because he ate shellfish and your whole face will get swollen.
That's true.
If you start making out.
It'd be like Hitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
So he can't win this guy.
No.
But the ghosting me part, it made me embarrassed because I didn't really know what the problem was.
Well, it's easily fixed, Joey, if you ask Victoria out and you eat something that is not shellfish in nature, and then at the end of the night you guys talk about it, and then you kiss or you don't kiss.
Yeah, that was definitely my fault. I'm a fan of seafood, so that wasn't really the best choice, I guess.
And Victoria wants you to communicate.
Yeah, I didn't mean to make you feel that way, Victoria, honestly. I just, like I said before, I just didn't know how to really handle the moment, really.
Yeah, you definitely handled it badly.
Fair enough. Yeah, I did mess up.
And I'm not asking for a fairy tale when it comes to dating. I just want someone that communicates.
Right. You're a really great person, honestly. I do mean that. you were sweet and funny, and I did have a good time. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of different. Maybe it's just, we're in different places right now.
So do you want to go out again or no?
I mean, I wouldn't mind taking another chance.
Victoria?
I would love to, as long as you don't eat shellfish, if I can ask for that.
Now, Victoria, so you've never kissed anybody ever in your life?
No.
Okay, and so that means you probably haven't gone further than that either, right?
No.
Okay. Do you guys see that thing? I saw it on, I think it was on The Bachelor or one of those shows where the girl didn't want to kiss the guy on the date because she didn't want the kiss to be on TV in case she ever marries somebody else. She didn't want to do that to her husband.
Ooh,
that her husband,
I did not see
her
that.
husband will have her future husband will have video proof that she kissed somebody. She didn't want to do that to her future husband. I thought that was kind of cool.
I love her. That's
Right?
my kind of girl because I look at my boyfriend sometimes in disgust because I'm like, I know what you've done.
Yeah, but
You
you've
make
never
me
seen
sick.
it. You've never seen what he's done.
To see it, it would
What?
I see it in my dreams.
Like whoever you think about this, like Kanye married Kim Kardashian, he saw her with Ray J.
Yeah.
Right? Like that would bother me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But this girl on The Bachelor didn't want to even have a kiss on TV. For
That's
him
my
to
kind
see.
of girl. I hope The
So-
Bachelor scooped her up because that's a keeper.
So Victoria, if you want to go out with Joey, we'll pay for it.
Yes, I would love to.
Okay, hold on the line. We'll make sure you guys connect. All right, second date update.
Squabble up, squabble up, squabble up, squabble up, squabble up.
I think I'm going to sneeze.
God bless you.
Oh, it's coming. It's Johnjay and Rich. I apologize when I sneeze in the middle of talking to Bridget. Hey, Bridget, good morning.
Hi, John Jay. So you were just talking about second date update, and you were saying that the lady didn't want to kiss the man because it was Bachelor, but it's not. It's Farmer Wants a Wife.
Oh, Farmer Wants a Wife. Okay, my bad. So I had the wrong show because I saw the clip on Instagram. I didn't see the show. I didn't know what it's from.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't seem like a show you would watch.
So, but that was cool though, right? She didn't want to kiss the guy because she didn't want it on TV, right?
Well, yes, but she's kind of snarky, and I think her name is Samantha. But, yeah.
Yeah. So what channel is Farmer Wants a Wife on? Or what app?
It's on, what is it on? I don't know. It's on local TV, so it's on one of, like, ABC or something.
Oh, so it's on TV, not an app. Okay.
You can watch it on Sling. Like, I watch the shows on Sling.
Okay. Got it. Thanks, Bridget. Thank you for calling in and educating me. Thank you. Goodbye.
No problem.
Right. There's just so many apps to watch TV on now. A couple of text messages. So you text JJR, whatever's on your mind, to 96893. 520 number, Johnjay Rich. I love the new couples therapy. The most recent one is Blake and I. And that's on the on-demand channel, wherever you get podcasts. Kyle and her husband, Fish, are doing it this Sunday, on Easter Sunday. What a great day to drop a couples therapy podcast, Easter Sunday. Couple of more text messages. Johnjay and Rich, calamari is squid. Johnjay and Rich, are we sure that Blake isn't allergic to sulfites? I don't know. She just always said sulfa. Johnjay and Rich, calamari is definitely squid.
Who knew? I thought it was always.
Johnjay and Rich, calamari is 100% squid and not octopus.
Who knew that would be such a hot button?
Oopsies.
Johnjay and Rich, just like Johnjay said, shrimp is everywhere. We ordered takeout from a Thai restaurant, and they threw in a shrimp appetizer on the house on the very top. My son is carrying it out and immediately broke out in hives.
No.
Isn't that crazy?
And I feel like shellfish allergies are a common allergy that I feel like you can't just be doing that.
No, it's not like adding French fries.
Right, it's not.
No one's allergic to French fries.
Who's allergic to French fries?
I had the best French fries the other night.
Where?
I don't want to say.
Why?
Because I
Rude.
want to go there and get French fries.
Gay
people
thing.
have it.
It's not like they're going to run out of fries when you go.
It's called Tarbell's.
Oh, yeah. That place is
They
good.
make it with beef tallow. It was really, really
Yeah,
good.
that place is strong.
Yeah. All right, so Peyton's got something that she's working on.
That's going to be me.
Grills?
Every day when I get my new grills that I have a consultation for next week. And I'm so excited because I've been talking about getting grills. I don't know how I'm going to go about it. I don't know what the experience is going to be like, but all I know is I'm going to be just like Nelly and singing my grills all day.
So you're going to get like the piece that goes over your teeth that looks like jewelry, basically?
Yep. But I'm not going to do like a full grill. Like I'll only do like 2 or 3 teeth. It'll look really cool. I think I'm going to get a star.
How do they attach them? Do they just glue them?
No, they're removable. So I go in and I meet with the girl who's doing my consultation. We'll design everything, how we want it to look. And then she'll do like the implant thing. You know when you go to the dentist and they have to do the impressions of your teeth?
Yeah.
I'd have to do that. And then she just makes them.
Okay, so do they basically snap on like a retainer would?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And you can take them on and off?
Yep.
And there's no risk to your gums or your enamel?
Probably. Beauty is pain.
She'll deal with that later in life.
But I'm definitely not going to do my front 2 teeth because you guys know I just got my new veneers and I'm not risking messing
I
this
think
up.
one grill like over here or one little gold
Just
thing.
like one. Wouldn't that look
is that
so
a grill or is that just a gold tooth?
No, they're grills.
It's a gold. I mean, I thought a grill was the actual mouthpiece that covers the whole top and bottom, or top or bottom.
It can be. You can do a full grill or you can do like a partial grill.
Do you think it'll
do a couple teeth?
affect your speech? You're going to talk different?
Probably, but I'm gonna practice it.
Can you eat with them on or do you have to take it off?
I don't know.
I have so many questions.
And what if you swallow the jewelry?
I don't know.
You
But-
bite into a crisp apple and it's just you swallow the jewelry.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope not. I hope that's not the case. But she was like trying to talk me into doing like diamond grills. I'm like, girl, I do not have that kind of money. So I was like telling her, I was like, maybe we can do one of those like fake diamonds. You know what I'm talking about? Like the
moissanite.
Moissanite,
Mhm.
yeah. That's a little bit more bang for my buck, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm super excited. It's going to be so fun.
So the girl trying to talk you into grills.
Mhm.
The girl get a grill. Well,
Let me see your grill,
news
girl.
I was on Netflix yesterday, and I saw the #1 show on Netflix now is Black Mirror, right? But #2 is that kid influence. And Kyle and Payton, I sat through 5 seconds of it. I didn't want to sit through it anymore. Is it good?
It's fascinating.
Is it sad?
It's a little sad because there are so many kid influencers out there, and you know this is probably happening all over the place.
Because their parents are pushing them? Is that what the story's about?
Well, no, because this story specifically is about like how far it went way too far with like not even just the fact that like they were working for 12, 13 hours a day with not enough food or water or that kind of stuff, but also like there was sexual abuse involved.
Yeah, like they had felt like they were getting away with like child labor laws because of how many hours they were making work because it was on like a digital platform.
So is this
there's
like
no
a
laws
group?
to
Because
it.
isn't most of them like it's a single kid that hit it big on YouTube?
Yeah, kind of.
But it was like her crew.
Yeah, so basically what they did is they basically made a Disney Channel show on YouTube. Essentially is what they did.
okay.
So they got one girl who was the star and then created this group around her and then everybody was eating off of everybody else. So it would be like, oh, well, I started my YouTube channel, but this girl in my group is on this video and everyone was making so much money, like $50,000 a month for 14-year-old kids.
I saw up until the part where they explained that a bunch of people were like, the way you just explained is better, like a Disney Channel on YouTube. I got that far and I was like, eh.
Yeah.
But is Black Mirror any good, Kyle? Because I kind of respect your TV. Wow, you're making a face.
I like Black Mirror in the sense that like it really makes you kind of think that this could actually be where technology is headed, and letting your brain go there is really trippy. But I've been watching it and I'm like, I think on the 4th or 5th episode, and it's okay.
Oh, really?
I'd agree with that.
Oh, really?
Because that was my favorite show of all time on Netflix is Black Mirror. And the things that it brings up for you to ponder, you'll think about for days and be like, yeah, I could see that happen. And some of it's even kind of funny the way it could go, but it doesn't have the sizzle of the recap.
Yeah,
it doesn't really end satisfying.
I don't feel like
It's not as disturbing.
as like the first couple seasons.
Yeah, for sure.
Microphone check.
Tap in and say what's up. Open the free iHeartRadio app and tap the talkback mic to send Johnjay and Rich a message now.
Johnjay and Rich, let's get into the women that went into space yesterday, because I'm hearing backlash, kind of. Right?
There was a little bit of trolling online. What I found interesting is, like, you know, we watched it live here in the studio as it was happening. And as the women went up, there was no feed of what was happening in the capsule until afterwards. And then we heard this was sort of their celebration once they went weightless.
1, 2, 3, take us space!
Behind you, look. Right behind you. It's okay. You put it up there. Oh, the moon. You guys, I don't have to tell you. Look at the moon. Look. Oh, my gosh. So whoa.
So then each one of the ladies were interviewed as they got out of the capsule. And Katy Perry was the first one to kiss the ground, right? And she was like, this was such an incredible experience.
It is the highest high. It is surrender to the unknown, trust. And this whole journey is not just about going to space. It's the training. It's the team. It's the whole thing. I couldn't recommend this experience more, so I feel really connected to that strong, divine feminine right now.
I saw this thing yesterday that this Blue Origin flight got more hype. These women were in space for like 4 minutes, and it got more hype than like the astronauts that were stuck up there and for 9 months.
I mean,
that was part of the backlash.
And like Gayle King, though, and like what's funny about that clip right there, Katy Perry's like, I recommend this, like anybody can go up to space.
Like, you know what? Okay. Let me call Jeff Bezos.
Right.
By the way, I also saw yesterday a lot of the hype was when he tripped.
Yes.
Did you see the video?
Yeah.
What a bummer for him.
Yeah.
For him, like
just check TMZ. They've got the video of him. Like he's walking around. He's like trying to find the opening of the capsule, and he's looking in the window, and he sees like Lauren through the window, which is his fiance. She was on the flight, and he's like not looking where he's going, and there's this huge divot, and he just face plants.
You billionaire just sent all these women to space, and you're going viral for
But also, like, he's just a real person. You know what I mean? Like, at the same time, I think some of the backlash was basically like, yes, not just anybody can go into space. I mean, you can if you have $28 million, which is what the first flight was actually, the ticket was sold for. And then it's kind of like you were up there for 10 minutes and you're kissing the ground. Like, it's not that. It's,
outfits are good, though. The outfits look really good.
Hey, Minecraft, #1 movie in the box office. What's going on with Minecraft?
Jack Black decided to surprise some of the fans that were at, like, a showing of the movie, and they went wild.
For today's presentation of a Minecraft movie, please, no throwing popcorn, and also no lapis lazuli, and also absolutely no chicken jockeys.
So I know Ben Affleck's got that new movie Accountant 2 out. And Accountant 1, if you guys haven't seen it, it's really good. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
It's like he's an accountant, but then he starts killing everybody. Yeah.
And now
he's doing press.
Doing it again.
Right.
Actually, it was pretty fascinating what he had to say about how he relates to his character in The Accountant 2, because he's got somewhat of a parallel in his life now that he's single. He's talking about his character, and he kind of feels the same way.
He wants to have a relationship with a woman. He's trying to figure out how to do that, like how to put yourself out there. You know, he's not comfortable extending himself. He doesn't really know how to flirt exactly. He's not comfortable. Like so many of us, it's not easy for anyone figuring out relationships, particularly the very early part where you're trying to gauge, like, what does this signal mean? Is this person looking at me? Do they like me? Am I going to humiliate myself if I go over there?
It's very real, you know, and you think, I forget, like, you know, these celebrities, it's like, it probably is an extra hurdle being an A-lister like that, trying to just date normally. Like, because are they talking to me just because I'm Ben Affleck, or are they actually like interested in me as a person?
What a struggle.
Yeah.
I saw on our Instagram, on our stories, about Lil Nas X.
Yeah, I mean, that was actually pretty scary. Lil Nas X, he posted on Instagram that half of his face is like paralyzed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so people are like very concerned about him, that he might be having a stroke. It reminds me of when my dad had Bell's palsy. Like his whole face is
I
just,
thought that's what they said, is he had Bell's palsy, and that can go away.
It can go away, yeah. Yeah, my dad had to wear an eye patch for like 2 years, though, on like one side.
Justin Bieber had that. Remember when Justin Bieber got that, too?
Yeah, I remember that. That was recent.
Yeah.
Hi, Marina.
Hi, how you guys doing?
Good. So you're calling because you got an embarrassing story?
I do. So
What happened?
I was at a doctor appointment. I have 2 girls, and my oldest was in the car with me, and my youngest was playing in the grass. And I'm like, oh my God, I have to go to the bathroom. This is number 2. So my daughter, I was like, tell your sister, let's go. I have to go to the bathroom. And then it's number 2. So I said poop, right? So she's like, come on, Mom has to go poop. Let's go. And then my youngest is like, what? So she yells it again. Mom has to poop. We got to go. And she says, what? I'm like, oh, my God. I'm like, stop. And then she said it again. And then my little one was like, Mom has to poop. And I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, I'm so happy nobody's around here. Or if they were, they heard all of that. I'm like, thanks, girl.
That was too funny.
I feel like yelling it again. You're like, let's go.
Yeah, I feel like that's something you would see in like a kid's movie or on like a SpongeBob episode. Like, that's hilarious.
You know, it's funny you say because the word poop, like, you know, I look at certain people, like my wife, like I don't want to know when she goes number 2. And sometimes like, when she's in the bathroom too long, I'll be like, did you just go number 2? She's like, what are you, the poop police? Like, can I just go to the bathroom? And I'm like, well, I just don't want to go in the bathroom. So the other day, remember I told you guys she was in New York? And I went to pick her up from the airport. And she's like, okay, I'm on the south side. I'm coming out on door 5. And I'm like, okay, I'm right here right now. And she gets in the car with me. And I'm starting to drive around the airport, you know, Terminal 4. I'm going around the airport. And she goes, I need to poop. I need to poop right now. And I'm like, you just got off a plane. There's 45 bathrooms from the plane to when you get in my car. I go, what am I going to do? She goes, just let me out at this next gate. And I'm like, we're at the airport. You think that then if you go in and those security guys come by, they're going to be like, move your car, move your car. I go, I'll never see you again. I'm going to have to go around and do whatever. And then, so I let her out and I had to go around the airport again and wait for her. And then I was there and I was like, already had the guy in the little people mover thing is coming towards me. And I already have like, look, her bag's already here. Her bag's in the car already. She's going number 2 right now. But he never came to me, and then she popped out. And I was like, that was so weird. Wasn't that weird?
Yeah.
And I'm like, first of all, I've never heard you say that you had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Please, let's not ever do that again.
It's natural.
Pick someone up at the airport, then drop them off at the airport so they go to the bathroom.
Marina's like, oh, I get it, though. When you got to go, you got to go.
Sometimes it sneaks up on you.
You gotta go.
All right, Marina.
And I want to go home. I don't want to stop anywhere.
Have a great day, and thank you for sharing that story with us.
Thank you. You guys have a good day, too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We need a contestant, so call us right now, 877-937-1047. And while we wait for a contestant to call, Payton, tell us what's going on with you and DoorDash.
Well, I don't really use DoorDash often. Rich, I know you and your kids use it a lot, right?
My wife and my children, yes,
oh, okay.
definitely.
Well, let me know. Is it normal for your stuff to take like an hour and a half to get to you?
Jeez, Louise,
sometimes.
Yeah.
In fact, we were just talking about this last night. So Stacy says what she does when she's hungry is she'll tip a little extra because if they see the little extra tip, then they'll hurry to do it. But Sunday, I ordered donuts for my kids, and it took an hour for donuts.
Oh,
I might have just gone and gotten them.
Oh my, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it was like I wasn't feeling very well on Sunday, so I had ordered Jamba Juice for Kadeem and and just like I ordered it through the Jamba app, but I guess Jamba outsources to DoorDash. Literally took an hour and a half, and I know I'm like a smoothie, like it was melted and it was like kind of warm on Sunday, and I was like, so it was like a hot, gross, rotten smoothie.
Ew.
I don't understand that, though.
Fault, but it was, I'm like, what?
How do they handle that? I mean, transporting a smoothie. Like, if you were to go to Jamba Juice, I think you'd have to drink it immediately. You're not going to wait till you get home. So it's like they shouldn't offer that. That shouldn't be an option. I think.
Or they should know, like, if you're the DoorDasher picking that up, you should have like a cooler in your car or something,
and
right?
I think they give you like one of those bags, like the insulated bags or whatever. But I was so bummed out because it was $25.
Jeez, that's
I know,
crazy.
for 2 smoothies.
That's insane. If you're like Stacy, you complain that the smoothie was warm and you might get back a few bucks.
Honestly, I did.
She does all
and I
the
still
time.
haven't gotten a response back.
I don't DoorDash, but 2 nights ago, my son Dutch, when he goes, hey, Jake, we weren't going to eat because my wife and I had a late lunch, actually all of us. And then Dutch was like, Jake and I are going to get Buffalo Wild Wings. We're going to DoorDash it. Or what's the other one?
Uber Eats.
One of those 2. I don't know what they're going to do.
Postmates.
Yeah, Postmates. And I go, why don't you just go get it? Dude, you obviously don't know my hacks or my whatever he uses to get around it. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, okay, how much do you think this would cost? And he tells me the menu. And I go, I don't know, $25? And he goes, total or person? I go, total? He goes, it's a person. $25 a person is what they ordered from Buffalo Wild Wings. He goes, I have this, he does this thing, I don't know how it works. And he goes, it's a total of $50, right? The whole bill. But it'll get delivered, everything for $51. And I'm like, how are you doing that? And he goes, don't worry about it. So somehow DoorDash.
One of those has like a student thing where you get your delivery
that's
free.
True.
Oh.
So that could be his
Grubhub
hack.
does.
And then they had all this Buffalo Wild Wings, and I was bummed I didn't order it.
Oh, yeah.
And it came really fast. Like, it wasn't an hour. How long did you wait for Jamba Juice?
I waited an hour and a half for Jamba Juice. And
That's
it was
too much.
Yeah. And I even the poor girl that was doing the drop off too. I felt so bad for her because I think it's kind of obnoxious when you order DoorDash or any of those delivery services and you live in an apartment complex because they're hard to navigate in general. But it was just not a good experience. And I was like, dang it. I wish I loved DoorDash, but I don't know.
Jamba Juice went away in my neighborhood. I don't understand why.
That's sad.
I know.
You missed that razzmatazz.
Remember Johnjay's Jamba Juice song?
I love Jamba Juice.
Yeah, didn't they just used to bring it by?
Every
Cold
day.
and delicious.
And they had the most delicious oatmeal. I don't know if they serve
Yeah,
their
they do.
oatmeal anymore, but that was just phenomenal.
They have a lot of good food, Jamba Juice. All right, we're going to play a game. We need a contestant, 877-937-1047. I think we have a contestant on the line. You patch it. Who's hosting Mic Drop?
I am.
You do? Okay.
Yeah. It'll be fun. Good vibes.
Okay, here we go. Hi, Anissa.
Good morning.
We're going to play Mic Drop.
Okay, sounds good. I'm excited.
And how does one play Mic Drop?
Okay, so we play Mic Drop. I'm going to give you guys one word. You have a couple chances to get a couple of points in this game. So when I give you the word, you have to sing a song that has that word in it. If you can guess and sing the song that I am thinking of, you can get another point. And then you can get point for energy. Okay? If you just have some fun, you can be on the board. All right? So, Johnjay, we're going to start with you. This whole theme of the game, it's Coachella headliners. So they could have headlined last weekend or
in the past.
10 years ago.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Johnjay, your word is best.
Best? Mm-hmm. You're my best friend. Besties for life. You're my best friend. Carol Baskin.
Okay, I guess so. Not really exactly.
Was that
Megan
like
Thee
5
Stallion.
songs in one?
Yeah, it was.
This is what I had
Smash
for
up.
best. Drake.
Oh, I thought you would be. She's my best friend.
Doja Cat. I might have one of those up my sleeve. Who knows? But Drake headlined Coachella in 2015, and I'm so bummed didn't have FOMO for not being there. All right, Richie, moving on to you. Your word is not.
It's not about the money, money, money. We don't need your money, money,
Okay.
money. Forget about the price tag.
That's a good song. Not what I had, but good song.
That's a good one.
They not like us.
Oh.
They not
Kendrick
like
Lamar.
Us. They not like us.
2 points for you, Richie.
They
2
not
points for
like
you.
us.
John Jay.
The great Jessie J.
I got 2 points?
Yeah, you did because you sang a song, multiple songs with the word best in it, actually.
I don't know. I thought a goose egg. That wasn't good.
No, I had a little bit of energy. It's okay. Kyle, moving over to you. Your word is all.
All.
Oh, I thought you would totally get this one.
All?
All.
My all. I don't know. I'm blanking.
This is what I had. Blink 182.
That would be a very Nick. Yeah.
I thought you were going to get that one.
I didn't do it.
But
All's
I liked
hard. Is there another all anyone can think of off the top of their
John
head? Right away?
Legend.
All of me.
Oh, okay. Well, I suck at this game. It's my bad.
Oh, yeah. High School Musical. Anissa knows what's up. All right. Moving on over to you. Anissa, your word is watermelon.
Oh, way to go,
Watermelon
brother.
sugar.
There you go.
Watermelon sugar.
Good.
Watermelon sugar.
3 points. Yeah, Anissa. And I might put that as one for Rich. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, a little assist from my itchy finger.
It's all good, though. Harry Styles did headline Coachella a couple years ago. Okay, we move over to round 2. John Jay, you are up next. Your word is birds.
I'm sorry?
Birds.
Birds?
Birds.
Oh, birds.
Hello, bird.
Birds. Hello, bird. I already heard about the bird. A bird is a word. That's a... What song has birds in it?
Not the song I picked, but 2 points for you.
Bird. Oh, Billie Eilish.
So dumb.
Billie Eilish, did you guys know when she headlined Coachella, she wasn't even old enough to be able to enjoy all the stuff at Coachella?
Yeah, it's in her
She was
documentary.
17.
In her documentary, she's getting coached by Justin Bieber on how to handle it. It's pretty cool. It's on Apple. You should watch it. It's
I
really
will.
good.
I'll check it out because I love both of them. Okay, Richie, over to you.
Yeah.
Your word is die.
Oh, and die with a smile.
That's a good song, actually. That would have been a good choice. That's not what I picked, though.
Oh.
The Weeknd has headlined a couple times. 2 points for you, though, Richie. All right, Kyle. Moving over to you. Your word is also die.
Okay, then I'll use the same one Rich did.
Do it.
Die with a smile.
It's a duet. You
Yeah.
did a duet like Lady Gaga and Bruno.
Yeah, that was good, but that wasn't.
We
that's
could have
not-
done it together.
You could have, but that's not what I had. This is what I had. Ariana Grande singing "Die for You."
Oh,
She
okay.
also has, like, I threw in a little
Sneaky.
curveball. I know. I wanted to be like you guys. You guys are always being sneaky. Okay, Anissa, moving on to you. Your word, honestly, I think your person that headlined this Coachella show was the best headliner of Coachella ever. But your word is love.
Come
on.
Man, I'm not a Coachella person. I'm so sorry.
Any song that has the word love, you can sing it.
I'm not a love person.
You can literally sing the I Love You song. I want you to win so bad.
I will always love you.
That's Whitney
That's a good
Houston.
one.
I don't know if Whitney has ever headlined Coachella, but I know she has right here. Beyonce.
It's my favorite Beyonce song.
Me too. Baychella. Please bring her back. But good job, Anissa. I feel like
Yeah,
you
you
held your
deserve
ground.
it.
You deserve these tickets. You win.
All right, Issa, hold on the line. We're going to set you up with those tickets. Hold on. But I forgot that Coachella's again this weekend.
Yeah.
Did you see that Benson Boone was like,
Clapping back at people who had weren't cheering loud enough or whatever.
for the guitar player for Queen?
For Brian May, yeah.
They're like, put
That's the
some respect.
first thing that my kid Audrey said. She's like, did you watch the Benson Boone, Brian May thing? I said, yeah. And she's like, it seems like it missed with the crowd pretty hard.
Well, when you think about that crowd, it's like
Not-
different audience.
I actually had heard, well, not that I heard, I don't really know anyone that went to Coachella like that, but I saw on TikTok that the hype was like just not it. Like people would be in the middle of crowds and like the vibe just wasn't there. Like people were just so glued to their phones and not just enjoying the show, which I was like, that's a bummer.
Plus, it's hot. It's muggy. It was
Yeah.
miserable. You can't go pee anywhere. You're
Took 'em
probably in a
12
bad mood.
hours to
There's
get
no
in.
food. You can't get whatever. It's like, so I wonder how they're going to try to fix any of that. And also, does he bring out Brian May again this weekend?
I don't think so.
No, because I remember Beyonce did pretty much the same thing both weeks.
Yeah,
right?
But that was iconic.
I think that they like try to bring out different guests. Or
Also, if you're
whatever.
Benson Boone, you're like, that one didn't work. Let's shift.
No, totally.
Shift
Did you guys
gears.
see though Benson Boone's flip and how
Yeah.
high? I was like, okay, Benson, like I like the little like thing that you got going on, but I'm genuinely worried that you're gonna break your ankle.
At some point, something bad's going to happen. I
Something's
think he
gonna
does it
happen.
too much.
He didn't come down smooth on that one. The one I
It
saw.
looked like that hurt.
Yeah.
Kyle, what's coming up with 3 things you need to know?
They ranked the top airline, and I gotta say, number one was a little surprising to me. I'll tell you what it is. Next with Johnjay and Rich.
Johnjay and Rich.
Call the show at 877-937-1047.
What do you got, Kyle? 3 things we need to know.
Wallet Hub just ranked all of the airlines, right? And they analyzed things like aspects of air travel, like canceled flights, delayed flights, mishandled baggage, in-flight comfort. Any guesses onto what they ranked the best airline?
Southwest.
Delta.
No.
Yeah, I was going with Delta.
Nope.
Spirit
was
Spirit.
number one. That was surprising to me.
Bunch of smokers taking it. We can smoke on the plane and nobody cares.
They said Spirit was number one for the safest airlines, then followed by SkyWest Airlines was best for pets. Delta Airlines was the most reliable of the bunch. JetBlue was most comfortable, and Southwest was on there just as a decent airline.
I think post-COVID, I've had more flight delays than my whole life.
Really?
Yeah.
I think post Malone, I've had more flight delays.
Ever since Circles came out, it hasn't been the same.
This was surprising news that dropped yesterday. The Phoenix Suns fired head coach Mike after only one season. The Suns literally said, our fans deserve better. Change is needed. They only gave the guy one season.
You know the coach before that? They only gave him 1 season.
I know. I'm like, kid, don't you want to
Bring
give
back
them a little
money.
bit of time? I see that. And I'm like, don't they deserve a little bit of time to build a program?
I think so, yes, but I think the struggle with it is that we had a super team this year. We had KD, you had Bradley Beal, and you had Devin Booker. And KD has been a part of 3 of those super teams. So it's like we need somebody that can get the job done. But I'm totally with you. You do need time to be able to build your program. program and build trust within your players.
I think the thing that's more outrageous is that they had this horrible season and they raised the prices 30%.
That's
the super team.
Hey,
That's why.
Where's the comment of the fans deserve better on that one?
Yeah.
I know Suns
That's a
fans
good
were
point.
very upset, though, this season, for sure.
That is a very, very good point. Okay, so we've all seen the AI trend on social media of like making yourself into an action figure, but the newest trend using AI is turning your pets into humans. Dog owners are transforming their furry friends and furry family members into people with the power of ChatGPT. So I did it. I did it this morning.
Let me see.
And it actually turned out kind of cute.
Let
So
me
I put in a
see.
picture of Daisy.
Oh,
And then
look
it
at
asked
curly
me
hair.
questions. I was like, please show me my dog. She's a girl. And turn her into a human. And then ChatGPT was like, hey, I need to know her personality. Does she have any favorite things? And I'm like, yeah, she loves to play with her pet fox. And they put the fox in the picture
Oh,
with,
my
her,
goodness.
with her as a human.
Is that her pet fox?
Well,
Or they
it's-
came up with her?
no, they
Okay.
just came up with one.
That picture of Daisy is a great picture.
Oh, thank you.
That's so wild that I saw that
can do
yesterday
that?
and I thought it was fake. I didn't think it was real
Did you see the
ChatGPT.
pug one? Is that the one
No,
that
I saw
you
the golden
yesterday?
retriever.
I saw the pug one, and it
Looks like
literally
Jason
looked like
Kelsey.
a pug. It was amazing.
I feel like if I really wanted to, I could go back and adjust it a little bit to look more like my dog, because I don't know if necessarily it does. But that's the fun thing about it is you can tell ChatGPT, oh, thanks, that looks similar, but can we make these tweaks and whatnot? It's kind of a fun little trend to get involved in, and that's 3 things you need to know.
Hey, we got a text from Caitlin that I think we can all help her with. Hi, Caitlin.
Hi guys, how's it going?
What was your text?
I was asking about restaurant recommendations in Phoenix. I have a friend from out of town and going to dinner tonight. So you guys are always talking about great places.
But you live here?
I do, yes.
You know, where do you go to eat?
I don't go out that often. I have kids, and I feel like I'm always going to like the same kinds of places.
What
and
part
I
of town?
I live in like West Phoenix.
I just went
West
to
Phoenix,
this.
Glendale.
I just went to this restaurant a couple weeks ago with my friend Alyssa, and I was telling Johnjay about it. He said, I guess this restaurant is like really hard to get into. So if you and your friend can get a spot at the bar, go to what's it called, Bacanora, and it's like out by you. It's like Bacanora, and it's Latin food, and it's to die for. Probably some of the best food I've ever had.
Okay, I'll tell you this too. Westgate, so you're by Westgate, right?
Yeah, kind of.
There's a restaurant that I've been to 3 or 4 times. It's freaking phenomenal. I think it's called Tulum. It's right there in that whole area across from the arena. It's like right there. And their steak, it's Mexican food. It is so damn good. Also, a big fan of Texas Roadhouse, so I've been hyping that up. I tried to go the other day. My family said no. I was like, come on, we've done it too many times.
You know what place I've wanted to go to, but it's like not on my side of town, that looks really fun, is that chicken and pickle place. So it's like yeah, but it's like a restaurant too.
That's where the Tulum is, right in there.
Yeah,
On
so
the
you
other
have,
side.
yeah, just go over there. There's lots of choices. You'll be able tons to choose from.
North Scottsdale at all? Will you go that far, Caitlin?
Well, so I'm actually probably going to go a little east because they're staying in Gilbert, so we'd probably be meeting maybe in the middle.
Well, yeah. If you're going to Gilbert, do Buck and Ryder in Gilbert. That's amazing.
Buck and Ryder's good.
Also, for breakfast, I recommend Over Easy.
Always love
Yep.
Over Easy.
Yep.
I
Is that?
used to work right by one, and we went there for lunch all the time.
I love that place. Let's see. What else? What are you looking at
What
spending
about
money?
your area, John Jay? Yeah, like what about your area? I know there's a lot of good stuff over there. It's like a lot of newer stuff, though, right?
Well, you got Steak 44 right there. Then you've got the Global Ambassador on the 4th floor. There's Thea on the 4th floor, which
That's-
I think
that's good for
that's a great
visitors.
place to take
That's a
someone from
good
out of
spot.
town because you have a view of the whole city and it's just beautiful, right?
Perfect.
Thea. And what else are on there?
Well, you could do Moxie or Elefante. It's got Scottsdale fashion.
Elefante was
Both
good
of those are
when I
cool.
went.
Oh, that's
You've
a new
got
thing.
lots of choices.
Yeah.
There's so many great
I
restaurants.
know. There's so many great restaurants in Phoenix. That's why I was like, I just need, like, I'm looking online and I see all these great places, but there's a bunch that I haven't been to yet.
I got this little thing right now with the restaurant in the Biltmore called Capitol Grill, right? They have one steak there that I like, one steak.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Not
And
just
and
one.
They do, really. I swear. Just one steak. And it's called, and I don't even know how to tell you what it's called. It's called like a porcini or porcini. I had it yesterday. I just go there for the steak. And they don't, I thought that they would have it for lunch, but I go there and they don't have it for lunch.
Oh, really?
Dinner
They don't
menu.
have it.
But if you ask for it, they'll make it for you.
Oh, fancy like that. Or Gilbert has Osaka too, which is like a teppanyaki table, but not a chain
Osaka?
restaurant. Yeah, Osaka. That one's good.
Sweet.
Okay, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all your recommendations.
Yeah.
Also, Popeye's got the new pickle menu too.
Try to do all of them tonight.
And Whataburger, Whataburger brought a bunch of mushroom hamburgers too. That were freaking phenomenal, right?
That might be where we go, actually.
All right. Thanks, Caitlin. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. Let us know where you go.
You too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, we'll do. Bye.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you want to get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18 plus.